Welcome to Serene Sea Guru, where we're diving into the ocean's most mesmerizing mysteries. I'm Sarah, your guide to the deep, and today, we're embarking on a journey into a world where living lights dance in the dark. Imagine a place where the water itself glows, where creatures flash like underwater stars, and where the night comes alive with a secret shimmer. This is the world of bioluminescence, nature's underwater light show. In this video, we'll explore the science, the spectacle, and the survival strategies behind this glowing phenomenon. But first, let's plunge into the glow beneath the waves. Part 1, the glow beneath the waves. Picture this. You're kayaking on a quiet bay at night. The water is still, the stars are out, and suddenly your paddle stirs up a trail of sparkling blue light. It's like magic, but it's not. It's bioluminescence, a natural wonder where living organisms produce their own light. From the shallows to the deepest trenches, the ocean is home to creatures that glow, flash, and shimmer in the dark. It's a hidden world of light, and it's more common than you might think. What is bioluminescence? At its core, bioluminescence is a chemical reaction. It's like a biological light bulb, where living organisms, ranging from tiny plankton to massive squid, produce light through a process involving a molecule called luciferin and an enzyme called luciferase. When these two meet in the presence of oxygen, they create a burst of light. But unlike the harsh glare of a flashlight, this light is soft, often blue or green, and it's used for everything from communication to camouflage. Bioluminescence isn't just a deep-sea secret. It happens in coastal waters too. In places like Mosquito Bay in Puerto Rico, the water glows with every ripple, thanks to microscopic plankton called dinoflagellates. These tiny organisms light up when disturbed, creating a surreal glowing trail behind boats or swimmers. But the real light show happens in the deep sea, where sunlight can't reach. Here, in the midnight zone, bioluminescence is the rule, not the exception. Creatures like the anglerfish use glowing lures to attract prey, while jellyfish pulse with light as they drift through the darkness. So, why should we care about this underwater glow? For one, it's a window into the creativity of evolution. In the dark depths, where survival is a constant challenge, bioluminescence is a tool for life. It's a way to find food, avoid predators, and even find a mate. But beyond its practical uses, there's something deeply enchanting about it. It's a reminder that the ocean is still full of mysteries, waiting to be explored. And as we'll see in this video, it's not just a spectacle, it's a science. Coming up, we'll dive into the chemistry behind this glow. What makes these organisms light up like living lanterns? And how does this process differ from the lights we use every day? Let's dive in. Okay, everyone, so we witnessed the magic of bioluminescence, living lights glowing in the dark depths. But what makes the ocean glow like a living galaxy? The answer lies in a chemical spark. Next up, we'll uncover the chemistry that powers this phenomenon and see how it differs from the lights we use every day. Let's dive in. Part 2, the chemistry of light. Imagine a firefly flickering in the night or a wave shimmering with blue light. These aren't tricks of the eye. They're the result of a precise chemical reaction happening inside living organisms. At the heart of bioluminescence are two key players, luciferin and luciferase. Luciferin is a light-emitting molecule, and luciferase is an enzyme that helps trigger the reaction. Together, they create a biological light bulb, the luciferin-luciferase reaction. Here's how it works. When luciferin reacts with oxygen, it gets excited, chemically speaking. This excitement releases energy, but instead of heat, it releases light. Luciferase acts as the match that lights the fuse, speeding up the reaction so that light is produced efficiently. It's like a tiny, controlled explosion of light inside the organism. But wait, oxygen? Yes, oxygen is the trigger. In most bioluminescent organisms, the reaction only happens when oxygen is present. It's why some creatures can control their glow, turning it on and off by regulating oxygen flow. It's like flipping a switch on nature's own nightlight. energy transformation. From chemistry to light. One of the most fascinating things about bioluminescence is how it transforms chemical energy into light energy with almost no heat. In human-made lights, like bulbs or LEDs, a lot of energy is wasted as heat. But in the ocean, bioluminescence is incredibly efficient. Nearly 100% of the energy goes into producing light. It's like nature's perfect flashlight, cool to the touch and brilliantly bright. This efficiency is crucial for survival. In the cold, dark depths of the ocean, wasting energy as heat could be deadly. Bioluminescence allows creatures to communicate, hunt, or hide without overheating their environment. How it differs from human-made light. So, how does this natural glow compare to the lights we use every day? For one, bioluminescence is cold light. There's no fire, no electricity, just chemistry. It's also incredibly diverse. Different organisms produce different colors of light, from the blue of plankton to the green of fireflies. And unlike our lights, which need a power source, bioluminescent creatures generate their own energy through food or internal processes. It's a reminder that nature has been innovating long before we ever flipped a switch. And as we'll see in the next part, these glowing organisms have mastered the art of light in ways we're only beginning to understand. Coming up, we'll meet the masters of the glow, the creatures that have turned this chemical spark into a survival superpower. From the shallows to the abyss. Who's lighting up the deep? Stay tuned to Serene Sea Guru as we continue our journey through the ocean's glowing depths. All right, we uncovered the chemistry behind bioluminescence, the magical reaction that turns darkness into light. Now it's time to meet the stars of this underwater light show. From tiny plankton to deep sea giants, who's lighting up the deep? Let's dive in. Part 3. Masters of the glow. Imagine drifting through the ocean at night, surrounded by a sea of twinkling lights. These aren't stars, they're living organisms, each with its own glowing secret. Bioluminescence isn't rare in the ocean. In fact, it's estimated that over 75% of deep-sea creatures produce their own light. But who are these glowing VIPs and where do they live? Dinoflagellates, the ocean's sparkling plankton. Let's start small with the tiniest masters of the glow, dinoflagellates. These microscopic plankton are the reason behind those magical glowing waves you might have seen in viral videos. When disturbed by a wave, a boat, or even a swimmer, they flash a brilliant blue light. It's like the ocean's own fireworks, triggered by movement. Dinoflagellates live in coastal waters around the world, but they're especially famous in bioluminescent bays like Mosquito Bay in Puerto Rico. Here, the water is so thick with these glowing plankton that every paddle stroke leaves a trail of light. It's a serene spectacle, like paddling through a sea of stars. Firefly squid, the ocean's twinkling treasure. Moving up in size, meet the firefly squid. These small, glowing cephalopods are found off the coast of Japan, where they create one of nature's most dazzling displays. Each spring, millions of firefly squid rise from the deep to spawn, lighting up the water with their blue glow. It's like a living constellation, twinkling beneath the waves. Firefly squid use their light for communication and mating, flashing in patterns to attract partners. But they're not just beautiful. They're also a delicacy in Japan, where they're known as Hotaru Ika. It's a reminder that the ocean's glow isn't just for show. It's part of the circle of life. The anglerfish, a lure in the dark. Now, let's venture into the deep sea, where light is a rare commodity. Here, in the midnight zone, the anglerfish reigns supreme. This iconic predator uses a glowing lure, a bioluminescent rod attached to its head to attract prey in the darkness. It's like a fisherman casting a glowing bait into the abyss. The anglerfish's light is produced by bacteria living in its lure, a symbiotic relationship that benefits both. The bacteria get a home, and the fish gets a built-in flashlight. It's a perfect example of how bioluminescence can be a tool for survival in the deep. Jellyfish, drifting lanterns of the sea. Next up, the graceful jellyfish. Many species of jellyfish glow, using their light to ward off predators or attract prey. The crystal jelly, for example, produces a soft green light that ripples through its body as it drifts. It's like a living lantern floating through the water. Jellyfish are some of the ocean's most ancient creatures, and their bioluminescence has been lighting up the seas for millions of years. It's a timeless beauty, a reminder of the ocean's enduring mysteries. The vampire squid, a glowing escape artist. Last but not least, meet the vampire squid. Despite its fearsome name, this deep-sea dweller is more of a gentle giant. When threatened, it can release a cloud of bioluminescent mucus, creating a glowing smokescreen to confuse predators. It's like a magician's disappearing act, but with light. The vampire squid's glow is a masterclass in defense, showing how bioluminescence can be a lifesaver in the deep. It's not just about being seen, it's about survival. These are just a few of the ocean's glowing masters, each with its own unique way of using light. But why do they glow? What evolutionary advantages does this light provide? That's what we'll get into in the next part of this video. Thanks for joining me on this underwater adventure. If the masters of the glow have you hooked, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell for more. See you in part 4. Keep your eyes on the depths. Okay, we met the masters of the glow, the creatures that light up the underwater world. But why do they glow? In the dark, light isn't just beautiful. It's a weapon, a shield, a trick. Next up, we'll uncover how bioluminescence helps marine life survive, from attracting prey to repelling predators. Let's dive in. Part 4, Survival by Light. Imagine a world where the only light comes from the creatures around you. A world where glowing isn't just for show, but for survival. In the ocean's depths where sunlight fades and darkness reigns, bioluminescence is a lifeline. It's a tool honed by evolution, helping creatures hunt, hide, and communicate in a place where every flicker could mean life or death. Attracting prey, the anglerfish's glowing lure. Let's start with one of the ocean's most iconic hunters, the anglerfish. Deep in the midnight zone, where no sunlight reaches, the anglerfish dangles a glowing lure from its head, like a fisherman casting a glowing bait. This lure, powered by bioluminescent bacteria, mimics the movement of a small fish or worm, tempting prey to come closer. When an unsuspecting creature approaches, the anglerfish strikes, its massive jaws snapping shut in an instant. It's a perfect trap, and the glow is the key. Without it, the anglerfish would be just another shadow in the dark, waiting in vain for a meal. Repelling predators, the vampire squid's glowing defense. But survival isn't just about hunting, it's also about avoiding becoming someone else's meal. Enter the vampire squid, a deep-sea dweller with a clever trick up its sleeve. When threatened, it doesn't flee or fight. It glows. The vampire squid can release a cloud of bioluminescent mucus, creating a glowing smoke screen that confuses predators. This dazzling display gives the squid just enough time to escape, leaving its attacker bewildered. It's like a magician's disappearing act, but with light. And because the light is cold, unlike the heat of a flame, it doesn't give away the squid's position. It's a masterclass in defense. Communication, the firefly. Squid's flashing patterns. Light isn't just for hunting or hiding, it's also for talking. Well, sort of. Many bioluminescent creatures use their glow to communicate, especially when it comes to finding a mate. Take the firefly squid, for example. These small cephalopods gather by the millions off the coast of Japan each spring, flashing in intricate patterns to attract partners. Their synchronized flashes are like a silent symphony, a dance of light that signals readiness to mate. It's a beautiful example of how bioluminescence can be a language of its own, speaking in pulses and patterns. The science behind the survival. So, why is bioluminescence so effective for survival? Part of it is the efficiency of the light itself. Unlike human-made lights, which waste energy as heat, bioluminescence is cold light. It's almost 100% efficient, meaning nearly all the energy goes into producing light. This is crucial in the deep sea, where energy is scarce and every calorie counts. Moreover, the colors of bioluminescence, usually blue or green, are perfectly suited to the ocean. Blue light travels farthest in water, making it the ideal choice for communication or attraction. It's like nature's own spotlight, cutting through the darkness. From luring prey to escaping predators, bioluminescence is a survival superpower in the deep. But where do these glowing wonders live? Coming up, we'll explore the deep sea light show, where sunlight dies and a new kind of light takes over. Stay tuned to Serene Sea Guru as we continue our journey through the ocean's glowing depths. All right, guys, we explored how bioluminescence helps creatures survive, from luring prey to escaping predators. But now we're going where sunlight dies and a new kind of light takes over. Welcome to the abyss, where bioluminescence isn't just a trick, it's a way of life. Let's dive in. Part 5, the Deep Sea Light Show. Imagine a world without sunlight where the only glow comes from the creatures themselves. That's the midnight zone, the deepest part of the ocean, starting at about 1,000 meters below the surface. Here, the water is pitch black, the pressure is crushing, and the temperatures are near freezing. It's a place few humans have ever seen, but it's teeming with life and light. Why bioluminescence thrives here? In the midnight zone, sunlight can't penetrate, so creatures have evolved to create their own light. Bioluminescence is the rule, not the exception. It's estimated that over 90% of deep-sea organisms produce some form of light. Why? Because in the dark, light is a superpower. It's a way to communicate, to hunt, to hide, and to survive. The deep sea is like a living galaxy, with each creature a star in the darkness. And just like stars, these lights have stories to tell. The vampire squid, a glowing escape artist. One of the most iconic deep-sea dwellers is the vampire squid. Despite its fearsome name, this creature is more of a gentle giant. When threatened, it can release a cloud of bioluminescent mucus, creating a glowing smokescreen to confuse predators. This dazzling display gives the squid just enough time to escape, leaving its attacker bewildered. It's like a magician disappearing act, but with light. And because the light is cold, unlike the heat of a flame, it doesn't give away the squid's position. It's a masterclass in defense. The lanternfish, a flickering beacon. Next, meet the lanternfish, one of the most abundant fish in the deep sea. These small fish are covered in photophores, light-producing organs that they use for camouflage. By matching the faint light from above, they can hide their silhouette from predators below. It's like wearing a cloak of invisibility, blending into the twilight. But lanternfish don't just hide, they also communicate. Their light patterns can signal to potential mates or warn off rivals. It's a silent language of light, spoken in the dark. The gulper eel, a glowing tail. Then there's the gulper eel, a deep-sea predator with a unique trick. Its tail glows with a red light, which is rare in the deep sea. Most creatures can't see red, but the gulper eel can. It uses this light to signal to others of its kind, like a secret code in the dark. This red glow is like a private conversation, hidden from the prying eyes of predators. It's a brilliant adaptation, showing how bioluminescence can be a tool for both survival and connection. The deep-sea dragonfish, a hunter's light. Last but not least, the deep-sea dragonfish. This fearsome predator uses a glowing barbel under its chin to attract prey, much like the anglerfish, but it also has photophores along its body, which it can flash to communicate or confuse. The dragonfish is a master of light, using it to hunt, hide, and even find a mate. It's a reminder that in the deep sea, light is life. These are just a few of the ocean's glowing masters, each with its own unique way of using light. But what about the shallow waters? Coming up, we'll explore bioluminescent bays, where the ocean lights up your paddle. Thanks for joining me on this underwater adventure. If the Deep Sea Light Show has you hooked, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell for more. Okay, so we ventured into the midnight zone, where the deep sea comes alive with its own light. But now we're heading to shallower waters, where the ocean itself lights up your paddle. What happens when the sea glows with every touch? Magic meets science. Let's dive in. Part 6. Bioluminescent bays, nature's nightlights. Imagine kayaking through a quiet bay at night. The water is still, the stars are out, and suddenly your paddle stirs up a trail of sparkling blue light. It's like paddling through a sea of stars, where every movement creates a ripple of glow. This isn't a dream. It's a bioluminescent bay, one of nature's most enchanting spectacles. What causes the glow? At the heart of this magic are tiny organisms called dinoflagellates. These microscopic plankton produce light when disturbed, creating a flash of blue that can turn the water into a glowing wonderland. It's like nature's own glitter, sparkling with every wave or paddle stroke. Dinoflagellates are found in oceans around the world, but in certain bays they gather in such high concentrations that the water itself seems to glow. These bays are like natural light shows, where the ocean becomes a canvas for bioluminescence. Mosquito Bay, Puerto Rico's glowing gem. One of the most famous bioluminescent bays is Mosquito Bay in Puerto Rico. Here, the water is so thick with dinoflagellates that every movement creates a burst of light. Kayakers leave trails of glow behind them, and fish dart through the water like shooting stars. Mosquito Bay is a protected area, and its glow is carefully preserved. It's a reminder that these delicate ecosystems need our care to keep shining. The science behind the sparkle. So why do dinoflagellates glow? It's a defense mechanism. When a predator, like a fish or a shrimp, disturbs them, they flash their light, startling the attacker and attracting larger predators to the scene. It's like setting off a silent alarm, calling for backup in the dark. This strategy works because the light is brief and cold, unlike the heat of a flame. It's a perfect adaptation for life in the water, where every calorie counts. A global phenomenon. Bioluminescent bays aren't just in Puerto Rico. They can be found in places like Jamaica's Luminous Lagoon, Australia's Gippsland Lakes, and Vietnam's Ha Long Bay. Each bay has its own unique glow, shaped by the local environment and the species of dinoflagellates that live there. These bays are like nature's nightlights, offering a glimpse into the ocean's hidden beauty. And as we'll see in the next part of the video, they're not just a spectacle. They're a source of inspiration for humans too. From the deep sea to the shallows, bioluminescence is a global phenomenon. But how has this glow shaped human culture and science? Let's keep exploring all the amazing things about bioluminescence. Okay, my friends, we journeyed to bioluminescent bays where the water lights up like a sea of stars. But now, we're turning our gaze to the surface, to the stories, science, and struggles that connect us to this underwater light show. From ancient myths to modern labs, the ocean's glow has sparked our imagination. Let's dive in. Part 7. Human Encounters and Inspiration. Imagine standing on a ship in the dead of night, watching the water shimmer with an eerie blue glow. For centuries, sailors have whispered tales of glowing seas, believing them to be signs of magic or omens from the deep. But today, we know these lights are bioluminescence, a natural wonder that has inspired awe, art, and innovation. Next up, we'll uncover how this glow has shaped human culture and science, and why it's more important than ever to protect it. Sailors' tales, myths, and legends. Long before science explained bioluminescence, it was a source of mystery and myth. Ancient mariners spoke of sea fire or Mariel, believing the glowing waters were the work of spirits or gods. In some cultures, Glowing plankton were seen as souls of the drowned, lighting the way for lost sailors. These stories remind us that bioluminescence has always stirred the human imagination. It's a bridge between the known and the unknown, a glimpse of the ocean's hidden magic. Biomimicry. Nature's light inspires innovation. But bioluminescence isn't just a thing of legend, it's a blueprint for innovation. Scientists and engineers have long studied glowing organisms to create new technologies. For example, the discovery of green fluorescent protein, GFP, in jellyfish led to breakthroughs in medical imaging, allowing researchers to track cells and proteins in real time. Today, bioluminescent-inspired materials are being used in everything from glow-in-the-dark paints to energy-efficient lighting. It's like borrowing a page from nature's playbook, using the ocean's glow to light our way forward. Conservation, protecting the glow. But as we draw inspiration from bioluminescence, we must also protect it. Many glowing ecosystems like bioluminescent bays are fragile and under threat from pollution, climate change, and human activity. In places like Mosquito Bay, efforts are underway to preserve these natural wonders, from reducing light pollution to monitoring water quality. These bays are like living treasures, reminders of the ocean's delicate beauty. And as we'll see in the final part, their future depends on us. From myths to modern science, bioluminescence has left its mark on human history. But what does the future hold for this underwater light show? That's coming up next. Thanks for joining me on this underwater adventure. If human encounters with bioluminescence have you hooked, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell for more. Now, my friends, it's time for us to wrap up our awe-inspiring look at the future of bioluminescence. Over the course of this video, we've explored the chemistry of light, met the glowing masters of the deep, and seen how this underwater light show has inspired human culture and science. But now, we're asking a crucial question. Will the ocean's lights keep shining or flicker out? The answer's up to us. Let's dive in one last time. Part 8, the future of the glow. Imagine a world where the ocean's glow dims, where the sparkling bays and deep sea wonders we've marveled at are just a memory. It's a sobering thought, but it's not inevitable. Bioluminescence, like so many of the ocean's treasures, faces threats, but it also holds hope. In this final part of the video, we'll reflect on what we've learned, explore the challenges ahead, and discover how we can protect this underwater light show for generations to come. A journey through the glow. Over the course of this video, we've uncovered the magic of bioluminescence, from the tiny plankton that light up the waves to the deep sea creatures that glow in the abyss. We've seen how this light is more than just a spectacle. It's a survival tool, a language, and a source of inspiration. We've learned about the chemistry that powers it, the ecosystems that rely on it, and the human stories it has shaped. It's been a journey of wonder, science, and connection. But as we've marveled at the glow, we've also seen its fragility. The ocean's light show is under threat, and its future depends on us. The threats to bioluminescence. Bioluminescent ecosystems like coral reefs and glowing bays are delicate. They're vulnerable to pollution, climate change, and human activity. In places like Mosquito Bay, where the water once sparkled with every touch, rising temperatures and runoff have dimmed the glow. It's like watching a star slowly fade, a reminder that even the most magical parts of nature need protection. Climate change in particular poses a significant threat. Warmer waters can disrupt the delicate balance of marine life, affecting the plankton and creatures that produce light. It's a silent crisis, but one we can't ignore. Conservation, lighting the way forward, but there's hope. Conservation efforts are underway to protect these glowing wonders. In Puerto Rico, for example, Mosquito Bay is a protected area, with strict regulations on light pollution and water quality. Scientists are also studying bioluminescent organisms to understand their needs and how to preserve their habitats. And it's not just scientists. Everyone can play a part. By supporting marine conservation, reducing plastic use, and advocating for clean oceans, we can help ensure that the glow endures. It's like tending a garden. With care, it will continue to bloom. The legacy of the glow. Bioluminescence is more than a light show. It's a reminder of the ocean's enduring mystery and beauty. It's a call to curiosity, inviting us to explore, to learn, and to protect. As we close this video, let's carry that sense of wonder with us. The ocean's glow is a gift, one that has inspired myths, art, and science for centuries. And with our help, it will continue to light the way for generations to come. So, what's your next step? Will you dive deeper into the ocean's mysteries, support conservation efforts, or simply take a moment to appreciate the glow? Whatever you choose, remember, the ocean's light is a beacon, guiding us toward a future where nature's wonders are cherished and preserved. Thank you for joining me on this journey through the ocean's glowing depths. If this video has sparked your curiosity, smash that subscribe button and ring the bell for more underwater adventures. Let me know in the comments which deep sea or marine life topic you want to hear about next. The ocean is vast, and its mysteries are endless. Let's keep exploring together. Until next time, keep your eyes on the depths and your heart open to wonder.